Why do people run marathons? What's that urge to belong to the 1% of the global population? And since when does every millennial seem to run a marathon and splurge their money on running shoes? In this video we're going to discover if running a marathon actually makes you happier, healthier, or just really good at flexing on Instagram. We're going to figure out why people, and especially millennials, are so attracted by the marathon. And we're actually going to try and run one ourselves. Any story of the marathon isn't complete without understanding where it all started. In the village of Marathon. Yes, that's right, there's a village called Marathon. It's a pretty significant village actually, because the old Greeks won a battle there against the Persian fleet. So they had to send a messenger who was going to deliver the news, and he had to run 42 kilometers and 195 meters. Once he delivered the news in Athens, he passed away because of exhaustion. According to the legend, it's a true story. Anyway, my first encounter with the marathon wasn't that dramatic, but it was in Athens, and if you're ever in lack of inspiration, go and have a look at the marathon finish line. As a visiting photographer, I was so inspired that it made me do a promise to my followers.
Ik ga hem ooit doen. Geloof, bij deze. Wauw. We have arrived in Marathon.
Race day nerves. It's going to happen. The place where the first ever marathon was run is going to be the place where I'll run my first marathon. You have no understanding of the task at hand.
Zin in. Ja, lekker. Ik heb ook zin in.
And then it's race time. All went well up until something just went horribly wrong.
Kilometer 25. Ik ben aan het lopen. Mijn hamstrings zijn helemaal.
At this point I couldn't put any pressure on my hamstrings. It felt like every other step I could just rip them to pieces.
Hamstring. Oei, oei, oei. Ik kan gewoon geen kracht meer zetten op dat been.
Getting injured 24 kilometers out of the finish line, you know it's over. There's nothing left in the tank. You can always try again, but maybe a marathon just isn't for you. Oh, fuck that. This is the moment where you find that marathon spirit, that warrior within.
We rennen weer. 33 net voorbij. I love it. I love it.
You can't just quit, you're here to finish. Once you decide to push through that struggle, you find a force you've never encountered before. And seeing that finish line for the first time, you're just absolutely flying. You reach the goal that once seemed unattainable. And the moment you cross that finish line for the first time, you become a different person. You start to question your limits. It's the ultimate high. And you have the goal to prove that you did it. This is my marathon finish time in Athens, and for someone who tried to reach under 4 and trained to get that, this might seem as a disappointment, but what I learned from the sport is that it's only a competition with yourself. And people who run marathons, people who run sub-3 marathons, which is an insane physical accomplishment, they wouldn't look down on this because they know how hard it is. And to get this beautiful medal, you did the best with what you could on that given day. Now this time, and getting this medal, it did something to me. It gave me a trauma and it made me stop running completely. A lot has changed since. Life is tougher. Closing in your 30s without any tiny bit of financial security, you get afraid, you try to look for comfort, but life gets dark once you feel the window of opportunity just closing in. Cruise down the path long enough and you start playing video games, sitting on the couch, gaining kilos, slumbering away. Life had slapped me in the face and it won. I now understand why so many millennials find appeal in a marathon. We always grew up that we should have life figured out by 30, have a house with garden, a dog, a car. By age 30, most of our parents, well, they had us. But for us, the average millennial living in a city, life turned out quite different. Yes, we grew up with a nice living standard based off our parents' hard work, but getting close to our 30s, we're facing sky-high rent, no prospect of buying a home, and the idea of starting a family is just financial suicide. But in all that despair, is there no purpose to be found, no challenge to be overcome? I think that's where the appeal of the marathon comes in for most of millennials. It's the ultimate challenge, the chance to prove to ourselves that even if life is tough, we can actually set our mind on a goal and achieve it. Now that all makes sense, but in a world obsessed with goal setting, it's not a trick to just have a great goal that sounds nice. You actually need to know when you want to achieve it. You don't need a goal, you need a deadline. A place and date of when you want to achieve it. And I found the perfect location to do so. We're going to prepare for the Rome Marathon, a city where I used to live as a student. It's a perfect full circle. 6 in the morning. I'm tired. Winter in the Netherlands. The perfect time to test your New Year's resolutions on cold winter evenings, face headwinds on the beach, and well, have wet running socks at every session. But it's not so bad because we actually went in the last video to run in the Siberian winter. Yeah, that's right.
And now let's run right along the street in the Siberian winter.
It became a very cool video, and if you like this one so far, you probably like this one too.
10 kilometers in, feeling great.
We even made some friends and got some new subscribers. And if you think that was a brutal practice session, well, it was, but the worst training session was yet to come.
It's 34 days until the race. If today goes well, I feel confident that we can make the 42.
20 kilometers in, up and down, not great, very slow, but this is what we're facing, a real monster. It's gonna be a challenge, this one. Not at all getting the pace, just my ankle. Everything else is fine, it's just the ankle, just the ankle. But, well, that's quite important to use when you're running. It's not great. Everything else wants to go, just my ankle. Boy, that was 31 kilometers, almost 4.5 hours. This video is not going to be about how to run an amazing marathon time like everybody else on YouTube seems to do. This video is about signing up for a goal, committing to it, facing wanting to quit, because I definitely wanted to quit today, but do it anyway. Yeah, no. Ever since that long training run, I've been running with this brace, and it works a little bit, but it's not great. And I think I'm recording this because I'm come to realize that running this race is not really realistic in the shape that I'm now in. Yeah, I don't think Italy, it's not a good idea. Our bib number, and it's funny, once you enter the expo and the whole experience, you start to feel the energy and get some goosebumps again. Let's go. Yeah, cool. Alright, cheers. Medals are beautiful. Alright, see you later. I got invited to the Congo River Marathon. Oh, we have Macedonia too. It's in October. Thank you. We have a lot of running to do. April 2026. But this is the half marathon.
Full marathon is in November.
Oh, you want to come? I'm excited. So we start at the Colosseum tomorrow. At kilometer 8, we're going to pass by the house where I used to live. And this is going to be hell. And we finish in Cirkelstraße. Wow, this is a cool experience, guys. It's very well arranged.
Thank you.
Oh well. Merge secured. Look at that. It's a Roman shield. It's going to be the most beautiful medal I will ever own. Whenever you get to a marathon, they have a very cool expo with all kinds of sponsors. And there is something I really want to see. It's a customized running shoes. Oh, don't do that. From the sponsor. They look epic. I might want to splurge some money on them. Let's see. This makes you run faster, right? Yeah. That's my friend, she's running too. Let's go, Lena. That's actually my real name, Sven Hogeland. They're beautiful. Wow.
Like me.
Exactly. Choosing the right shoe is very important. I'll say this, always test your shoes. And of course you have to do that with very nice socks. It's like Cinderella. New supply, they're very, very popular. Let's get it. All right, we got a number, we got the shoes. We're ready.
Thank you.
You want to buy them as well inside?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Have fun.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Good luck. Everybody wants to make content of my shoes. That's cool.
Successful job.
Isn't this the most beautiful spot in the world to start a marathon? This is so cool. Let's go. 17 pyramids. Bella Italia. I think we might come and see Valerian a little bit. Oh, nice. There she is. Wow. I love you, babe. See you at the finish. Bye-bye. That's the street where I used to live. And now we're doing this. Who would have thought? Perfect. It's going well. Beautiful spot. 50-50 if the ankle's gonna hold, but we like those odds. This is ridiculous. Look at this view. Wow, wow, wow. Not so sure if I'm a fan of the cobblestones. Wobbly ankle. We're halfway.
Sven, let's go. Sven.
Absolute carnage. Got my own pacer. Sup? Let's get to the 30, mate. Hammer time. Where the kilometers in. Look at the view. Last kilometer. It's painful. It's hard. And that's exactly why it matters. Because in that struggle, you'll find purpose, and well, that goes for silly things like marathons, but especially a good reminder for more important things in life: love, work. Find purposeful struggle, and if you do, it unlocks such a much better version of yourself. That amazing feeling. I'm gonna enjoy the last kilometer. See you after the finish. Yes! Nice, Lena.
Well, I guess that's why millennials run marathons. Not to run a silly long distance in a circle, but to find a meaningful and purposeful challenge. See you in the next video.